The Oilers add to their forward depth, but did they overpay? That coming up next on the Locked On NHL 2024 Road to the Trade Deadline.
The Locked On Podcast Network presents the NHL Trade Deadline.
Gil Martin here. The Edmonton Oilers have acquired Adam Henrique and Sam Carrick from the Anaheim Ducks in exchange for a first-round pick and a fifth-round pick, with the seventh rounder also coming back to Edmonton in the deal. Austin Harrison, the new host of Locked On Oilers, joins me to break down the deal. And Austin, what was your initial reaction to this trade?
The initial reaction was, I like Adam Henrique. I don't like a first round pick being involved in the deal. However, it does sound like 75% salary retention on Henrique was involved here. So that makes the first rounder a little easier to digest for me as a fan personally. And I think it means that Ken Holland still wants to add to the forward group, or even possibly on defense as well.
So Henrique joining the team, where do you see him fitting into the lineup, and what role do you see him playing?
I would see Henrique probably playing third line center. I know the Oilers have had Draisaitl and McDavid together on the same line for a while. I think the center depth now allows the Oilers to split up McDavid and Draisaitl. You can have Henrique on third line center. That would allow Ryan McLeod to move to the wing, where I think he's been better suited this season anyways. And it just adds to the center depth for Edmonton. Same with Carrick. Carrick can play fourth line center as well. Adds a bit of bite to the team in the bottom six too. So that's kind of how I kind of project where Henrique plays. Probably power play unit 2 as well.
And where on power play unit 2 do you see him being slotted?
Well, he'd probably be the centerman, and then he'd probably be probably the bumper position, I would imagine.
Makes sense. And obviously the Oilers with so much talent on that power play. We are still a couple of days away from the actual trade deadline. What else do you see the Oilers looking to do?
Well, as a fan, I would like them to add another top 6 scoring winger. I know Pavel Buchnevich has been linked to trade talks with Edmonton from St. Louis, so that would be an optimal add. And I know the Oilers were probably looking to upgrade their defense core. I would like to see an upgrade on Cody Ceci personally, someone to play with Darnell Nurse in the top 4. That's kind of how I would be approaching Friday's deadline if I was GM Ken Holland, but we'll see what he has up his sleeve. He had a big surprise last year with Matthias Ekholm, so we'll see if he has anything else going on.
And how much cap space do the Oilers have to work with right now? And what would they be willing to give up, do you think, in some of these trades, especially after trading away the first round pick?
I don't know what the exact cap number is for the Oilers after the Henrique deal, so I'd have to take a quick look. I know they are pretty cap strapped. So if they were to acquire a top 6 forward, I would imagine a contract or 2 would be leaving just to make the cap work. Same with the defense. If you're upgraded on Cody Ceci, I would imagine he would be leaving as well. It would be a cap in, cap out situation.
And any forwards you think are candidates to be moved at this point?
It kind of depends what the team is looking at. If there's perceived value in players like Dylan Holloway, who haven't exactly broken out offensively in Edmonton yet. Warren Foegele's a pending UFA. That could be a cap casualty as well if you're bringing in a top 6 scoring winger. I know Warren Foegele's having a career year in Edmonton this year, 13 goals, 31 points. So I could see him being moved as well.
All right. Sounds very good. For more on this deal and the Edmonton Oilers push for the top of the Pacific Division, tune into the Locked On Oilers podcast on your favorite podcast app and on YouTube. It's all part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.